Good morning, I'm Lynn. This is Gimli and General, and welcome to a beautiful day in Ewetopia. Today we talk about lice in sheep, coyotes eating the barn cats, weaning the Dorset lambs, udder development in the ewes, handling rams, and terminal breeds, and a lot more. We've got chores to do, so let's get started. We've got a beautiful, warm, sunny day today on the farm. So the sheep outside are just soaking it in. There's Glad there, chewing his cud, laying in the sunshine. And we got our other boys out here. And Scotty, of course. And I turned my back in this barn, and Handsome came up and started chewing on my coat. Better than him coming up behind me and hitting me. Hi, Handsome. That was good behavior on your part. Yes, it was. Good boy. Okay, we're gonna just walk through this barn and see how they're doing. This is the Suffolk barn that's pregnant. We got a girl here that you can see her wool's all coming out. We think she has lice. So there's a couple with wool looking like that, and they're acting itchy. It's usually a sure sign of lice, so we just put some delice on them and they should all be fine now. It's just a pour on that you pour down their back. Ideally you would do it when they're sheared off, but because they're pregnant we don't want them itching. And actually the one by the feeder here, we treated her too, but luckily for us, not for her, the wool on the top of her back, you can kind of see it there, it actually fell off, so it was real easy to pour the delice on her. And since we did that, we haven't seen her itching or rubbing against things. Well, now she's gonna rub against there and just call me a liar, don't ya? But she's truly not doing any abnormal itching, let's put it that way, and scratching at herself. So everybody else is looking good. Hi, girls. Hi. Do have udders forming in this group. You can see her. She's got a really nice looking udder forming. And this one too. Actually those two, both, maybe three there. You can't see these guys. Normally when they're standing here you wouldn't see anything if they weren't bred, but you can see even though they're tiny, they are forming udders. So I'm thinking they're not overly close yet, but they are pregnant. This girl here, this is Felicia. She was a show sheep for us 1 year. The one right here. There she is. A really pretty girl, as you can see. Real Suffolky traits. And Rachel's come up again. Hi, Rachel. We saw you on the box. I posted her jumping box video up on the shorts yesterday, if you want to have a look at her. Yes, you are a clever, clever girl. You are. And you look like you're clever as well. And Fluffy, you're here. Fluffy's not friendly, but they're all coming to see. Hi, Fluffy. Rachel sure is. Okay, I'm behind today. Yes, I am. So I gotta run over to the coveralls. Get work done with those rowdy crew. The sheep are just so nice at this time of year. They're so mellow when they're pregnant. Hi, girls. Hi. Hi. But they're all looking, I'm really happy with their condition and how they're looking right now. This is how you want to see them at this time of year when they're about to have lambs. Except for, of course, here's another one that, oh, actually, she's the same one. She's just come over here. The one that had a little lice issue. That's how you can tell they have lice. Their wool will start to get ratty like that and fall out in places. You'll see them scratching, like nibbling with their mouth if they can scratch themselves by doing that, or they'll be constantly rubbing up against things. That's a sure sign of lice. It's easily treatable. So, okay, I've got followers. You guys are followers, I see that. Hi, I know. I was actually really nervous about coming out to the barn this morning because last night the coyotes were crazy. There was a whole bunch of them at the end of our driveway just howling and yipping and yammering. And when they were howling all together, I swear I heard a cat scream. And we have lost so many cats to coyotes. I couldn't even count how many. And so today I was really nervous coming in the barn to see that all the barn cats are still here. And we saw Scotty outside with the rams, and here's Tom. So those two are safe. My house cats were all in the house last night, so they're safe. I just gotta find Buddy. Hi guys. I'm gonna head to the coveralls and look for Buddy. Oh, yay. I didn't have to make it to the coveralls. Buddy's here too. I could barely sleep last night because I swear that the coyotes had gotten something anyway. But all cats are present and accounted for. Yay. It's always nice in the morning when you see all the lambs outside playing. First thing Arnie does when he gets out here is he comes and lets these guys out so that they can run around the whole time while we're doing chores. Hi, you looking for your bottle? Okay, come on, we'll go get it. You looking for your bottles too? So last night was the first night they didn't get a bottle. So they're officially down to 1 bottle a day now. And we'll see how they do on that. And if they seem okay, then shortly we'll be taking them off the bottles. And I know there are plenty of people who would already have them off, but I always feel like if we're letting the lambs nurse on their moms this time, then why should the bottle babies suffer and not get to nurse too? So, yeah, I guess we're a bit of softies. Hi guys, I got your bottle. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5 came up. The big number 2, he doesn't come up anymore, so he's self-weaned, which is always nice, because then I don't feel guilty. And the little number 2, he just finished his bottle. They drink so fast at this age. You're finished, honey. There's some left in the next bottle. And all the rest of them are out here munching down on their salad. There's that number 5 ram that we've been looking at. I still haven't checked if he's a purebred, but I'm thinking he is. Arnie's liking number 10, but I'm liking that number 5 better. And we always have our opinions, because we are different people. I'm looking from the Dorset barn over to the ram paddock, and I can see they're all coming out to graze now. These are the big boys that we started off with up front. And a few days ago this field was totally covered in snow, but we got a week of above freezing temperatures, so they're out grazing again. I'm in Sheriff's group right now. That's Sheriff up there. He's the one who eats over the bars because he doesn't like sticking his head in. But I can see in his group we got a few girls developing udders too and getting a little rosy. This one at the feeder where that one just walked in. Oh, and actually her too. I saw she's got a little bit of an udder, but more so the one on the right. See? And I see quite a few more developing. One in there. Even my Texel girls are getting udders. Here's one that's really getting closer. So they're not imminent, but they are definitely on their way in this pen. Now I'm over in Hamish's group and the same thing. I'm seeing udder development here as well. Just little ones forming up. The funny thing is that a lot of the Texels are already uddering up, and they are less of an out-of-season breeder. Actually, they're not an out-of-season breeder, and that means they caught early. Hi, what are you guys all in the feeder here for? What did you stick in there? Oh, she's got a treat. Oh, and this one, you see, she's rosy. And she's got an udder there. So I would be expecting her to be the first one to lamb in this group. And if it's Elsie, Elsie always slams early. Oh. Good thing that was me, not Arnie. He left the gate open. Luckily the ewes didn't run out and join all the lambs out there. But one lamb did get in here, and that could be a difficult catch. One sheep is really, really hard to catch. It's easier to catch a group because they all huddle together. One is going to run around like crazy. He caught her, and she's out. They know when they're in the wrong pen because then they start to cry. Now Arnie's caught him. Do you want me to go get some clippers? You can trim his hooves? To trim his hooves?
No, we're going to pull it out shortly,
Probably. But if you want to, I can go get the clippers since you're flipping them over anyway. Or trying to. This is how you don't flip a ram, but that is how a ram flips you. Hammy. Oh yeah, he's actually quite a calm ram. He's not a pet, but he's definitely a quiet ram. Boys trying to be boys again.
got too much wool on his face, that first one, so I think that has to be a purebred.
Hi. 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 Hi, you guys. So here's the other lambs. And I gotta clarify terminal breed because someone misunderstood the meaning of terminal breed. Suffolks are terminal breeds, which means that their lambs are typically destined for the meat market. It's not because they can't breed anymore, because they certainly can. But the theory is you want to get those fast-growing, really meaty lambs to market. So you use a breed that can produce those types of lambs. And those breeds are called the terminal breeds. So their lambs are still quite capable of breeding if you wanted to hold them back as mother sheep. But in general, the theory is that meat sheep, the fast-growing, meaty lambs that you send to market, are not good mothers. But we have repeatedly bred Suffolk Texel crosses, which technically all the lambs should go for market. And we kept them back as mother sheep, and they're fantastic mothers.
Is this a terminal breed?
No, that's not a terminal breed.
What is it?
It's a dual-purpose breed.
What does it work for?
It's dual purpose. It's a maternal and a terminal mixed in one. The taller ones are more maternal, but the New Zealanders and Australians have developed a terminal Dorset. So in those countries, they're considered terminal. Arnie, you might want to go back there. We got massive fighting going on. They've been so good lately, and now he's my little guy for the breeders.
What's wrong with his ears?
He's so friendly.
Oh, he's gonna take off. There he goes.
He's such a sweetheart, that little guy. But he's a small one for people with small sheep that still want some Suffolk influence, but can't handle the bigger frame of some of our bigger boys. Like this guy here with his tail up. Oh no, Arnie, I'm not going to record you encouraging bad behavior. See, Arnie isn't a behavioralist, so he thinks rams behaving badly are funny, whereas I don't find it funny at all. Does this one look like Glad? This looks like Gladiator. Go see what his number is. 238, 237, 239.
Oh, he's happy again.
But this is obviously a Gladiator son. I don't even have to check. That looks so much like Glad. And he's developing that length of Gladiator too. Look at how long he is now. That's a living double of Gladiator in the sun form. I told you today is a really beautiful, mild day, and that's why the rams are acting up today. When the weather's nice, they get really frisky. And frisky behavior with boys is playing rough. They're like little boys in a playground. They think it's funny to knock each other around and stuff. So with a maternal breed, they're called maternal because they have less muscling and they usually produce more lambs and are known to be good mothers. And people always ask about that. Are Suffolk's good moms? Are Texel's good moms? I've seen my fair share of poor Texel moms. that will walk off on their lambs, but I don't see any example of poor Suffolk mums. They're extremely good mothers. And I always say if the breed's been around for hundreds and hundreds of years, like Suffolks have been, chances are really high that they're good mothers because people wouldn't tolerate a sheep that didn't look after their lambs. So Suffolks, even though they are a terminal breed, also a good maternal breed too. And like I say, we have bred terminal breeds together in crosses, and they're unbelievable mothers and produce lambs that will suit a commercial breeder for market or as brood ewes as well. I have never had a problem breeding meat on meat. And before I go, I'd like to say happy Thanksgiving to all our American viewers, because it's Thanksgiving there. You guys have it a month after we do. But happy Thanksgiving. So after chores, we decided to go for a little walk. So we'll be posting a video about that as well, separately, because I know some people aren't too interested in that. But I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.